Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Excuse me. Appreciate your time. Right here, I got the Pitaya dragon fruit. I have the Pitaya dragon fruit. As you can see, there's new growth. This is my setup. Look at the aloe vera to your left, pineapple growing. And got it in a container. I got the 4x4 non-pressure treated post. Got some rebar, some rope. You see the aerial roots right there, and they're branching off. Still got some of that tie down, that green plastic tie. I gotta cut eventually. But this is kind of my setup. I've seen other setups where they just use all complete wood. I just kind of used what I had. Got the rebar. That's an old bike frame or bicycle tire frame. And that's kind of the setup that you see new growth right there. A lot of new growth. What I put in the soil, worm castings with rock dust. Got mulch, well-drained soil, perlite. I think I got some Dr. Earth fertilizer in there, and some C90. So all of that in there, and as you can see, this dragon fruit, or the plant right here, is growing pretty well. Got some spider webs. You can see all the spider webs. Trying to catch some insects, some flying insects. That one's really going toward the wall. The one on the right, that one branch. But yeah, don't get the pressure treated. Try to get, and I would have done this in the ground, but space is kind of limited here. New growth. I've had this one for maybe it's about a year now. This is from a cutting actually. So from that one little cutting, this is what we have. And those thorns right there, really, really, really sharp. Don't get poked. That's the only thing. That's the only downfall about this plant right here, is that you do got to watch out with the thorns. And if you have plenty of space, that's not even an issue then. But since my space is limited, you do got to watch out with that one. If you have little ones, be careful with those, because some of the branches do kind of, they can reach waist level, so they go pretty down. They fall down pretty low. Got some branches. Yeah, I got that little towel around there just so that branch right there doesn't really hit some of the rebar, because the rebar can get really, really hot. So what else? Yep, pointing at the bicycle tire frame, bicycle rim. And that's kind of the setup, drill some holes, put the rebar, try to tighten up I just tightened everything with rope, with whatever I had. I didn't want to buy anything, so I would rather invest it in the soil than materials. But one thing I wasn't going to cheap out was the wood, the post. So I've seen in other places they use a cement post. That's pretty cool, but really wasn't going to do all that. Don't know if this is self-pollination or cross-pollination, kind of taking a gamble on this tree. New growth right there, as you see. Yeah, if it's self-pollination, if it's going to self-pollinate, that'd be great. Or am I going to need another dragon fruit? That's kind of, hopefully I don't. But as of yet, I have not had any flowers appear. New growth, as you can see. And the next coming clip, this is today actually. Today. This video was about 2 weeks ago, and that right there is from today. As you can see, there's plenty of new growth. It's in full sun right now. and it's about 83 degrees, 60% of humidity. It's like perfect temperature for this plant right here. High humidity, they love the humidity. And plenty of water. Don't let it dry out. From my experience, don't let the soil dry out, and mulch the top layer. And just keep it evenly moist. This is not a succulent or a cacti.